What's up, guys? Anita here, back again with another video. I am so happy to be back. I've actually taken a bit of a break this whole week from just doing anything because my whole household was so unwell, but we have literally come through it and we're on the other side smiling, so I'm very grateful for that. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling healthy, I'm feeling back. If you have never met me before, please remember to subscribe to this video so that we can continue to know and learn from each other. For now, I will introduce myself, Anita, mama of two, who trades in the foreign exchange market plus many other things, but this channel is mainly to discuss things to do with Forex. So let's go. If you're still interested in this video, let's go. All right, today I want to talk about different things that you need to know while determining when to enter into the Forex market, when to make an entry within the market, when to actually take a trade. So that's what we're talking about today. All right, there are three different types of analysis you have to really think about when you're trying to learn how to enter a trade. Okay, how to enter into the market, when to determine your entry and exit point within that market. And today we're just going to do a soft class. We're not going to go too deep. Don't panic, don't worry, but this is for you, and hopefully I can do a part 2 of this particular conversation and we can go in depth in the markets while doing the same things. So the first thing you're going to need to learn is fundamental analysis. Okay, so what is fundamental analysis? We use fundamental analysis to determine the long-term direction of a particular pair. Is it going in a certain trend, or what economic and world news are being discussed right now causing the market to change in direction or to change in price? What is actually being said right now? So a lot of the time there are a lot of announcements made, and there's lots of platforms. I'll drop down below some examples of places where you can go every morning or every evening or every what time that you're trading to just check what Forex news there are. All right, so this information is always making people either panic or be motivated to move in a certain direction. And once the big banks and the big companies and the big players are moving, us retail traders tag along the movement. Okay, it's always advisable to go with the trend and not against it, to actually maybe trade a few hours and a few hours before and a few hours after some fundamental analysis, because a lot of the time some news can impact certain pairs or certain prices in such a negative way that whatever your prediction was or whatever you were planning to do in that particular trade can go completely left. So sometimes, I know some people trade with the news, but personally I've made some huge mistakes in this type of analysis when trying to enter trades. So I really steer away from certain events or event calendars that fall on certain times. And if I see something that's red flagged, I have to trade either 2 hours before or 2 hours after that particular red flag incident. A lot of the time though, you will find that if you're doing really fast trading, a lot of the time this big impact news, I feel, doesn't really matter sometimes. Okay, so it's a 50-50 thing. So it's good to pay attention to fundamental analysis, yes, but use it to your advantage. One, if you're trading long term, if you're a long term type of trader, you can use it very easily for your to your advantage. Okay, let's talk about the second type of trading analysis, is what we call technical analysis. Now this is the most unavoidable because you have to actually determine an entry point and an exit point at every particular trade. Now if you're trading traditional Forex, then you've definitely heard of take profit, stop loss. You have to have those two things in order for your trade to be a full trade. Okay, you can't just have an open-ended trade and you just enter, especially with traditional forex, because risk management is something that is unavoidable with if you want to be a good trader, then risk management and protecting your capital is something that you have to do. So technical analysis allows you to analyze your supports, your resistance, your trends, or your immediate trends, not necessarily too long term. It depends on what type of trading time you're using. So if you're using like a 4-hour, 2-hour trading frame, then you might think about looking at a day's. You might want to start from a week's analysis, then come down to a day's analysis, then comes down to half a day, then 4 hours, then 1 hour type of thing. Okay, so it depends on you. So you determine how long you want to be in a trade for, and then make sure that your technical analysis is very on point. Make sure that your stop loss is a stop loss. Okay, a lot of the time people end up adjusting their stop loss. Sorry, honey, I don't have that one. Can you use green color? I don't know where the sorry, darling. Oh, just get it, mama. Drop them all on the table. Sorry about that. What was I talking about? Yeah, I was talking about stop loss, and I was saying that some people use this as a suggestion. Guys, your stop loss is not supposed to be a suggestion. It's supposed to be very strict. When you're calculating how many pips you want to enter and how many pips you want to gain from a particular trade, you have to be steadfast to that stop loss. You can't be moving the stop loss over and over. You move your take profit, but you don't move your stop loss. You move it up. You don't expand the trade. You kind of. Good job, darling. Good job, darling. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but you do not increase the risk. Yeah, your risk has to remain the same or become even less as the trade continues to mature positively in your direction. Okay, and if you're trading HFX, you have to remember, please, you have to have a daily target risk. Okay, so every day, am I willing to risk 8%? Most people advise 8%. 8% a day for you to gain exponentially whatever percentage you want to gain for the day, but minimum a day for you to protect your capital. You have to have either minimum loss of 6 to 8% of your account. Anyway, that's just my thoughts on technical analysis. You have to be strict. You have to be completely disciplined, because this is a place where people really mess up in terms of taking liberties, over trading, over leveraging. You have to really do the math when it comes to technical analysis. The third thing that you're definitely going to need, but this one you're not going to necessarily learn from school. You're going to have to learn this from experience. This is called sentimental analysis. Somebody tell me here if you've ever felt, or you feel like intuitively that this trade is gonna go in your way, or over and above all the fundamental and the technical analysis, just an extra push is telling you this trade is most likely going to go in this direction, or no matter how many factors are going my way, I have a bad feeling about this trade and I will not enter it. If you know what I'm talking about, then that's called sentimental analysis. And I believe women, I don't know about dudes, but I can talk about women because our intuition goes a long way, all right, in very many aspects in our lives. And if nurtured and if you cultivate that thing of listening to your inner voice, then definitely it moves you in the right direction, because the quiet voices are always the ones that are supposed to be the loudest but are not. Those little quiet voices are the ones that actually have loud implications, if you get what I mean. So listen to your intuition. You cannot learn this, by the way. You cannot be taught. That's what I mean. You have to literally do it through experience. And that's why I tell everyone in my team, whenever you join my team, I tell you, sorry, what's wrong? Can't open it? Don't say can't. You can do anything, okay? Close it. There you go. So whenever anyone joins my team, I always tell them, don't stop trading. Even though you're not trading to make money right now, don't stop trading, because you're going to forget. And all these things that are usually in your fingertips, they're gonna go away. All that little voice that has been nurtured and cultivated through experience of trading is gonna become smaller and smaller and smaller and less easy to hear if you stop trading. So don't stop practicing, just keep doing it, keep going, and all these things will come to make sense in the end. So all these are the types of things you need to determine a forex entry. Actually, let me stop this conversation here and just say that knowing when to trade and knowing when not to trade are it's just as important in knowing trading. Okay, so you okay, Aya? So you can't do it. Don't say can't, Aya. Say just you need some help. It's okay. There you go. So let me stop with saying that knowing when to trade and knowing when to not to trade is just as important as anything else. Okay, so I hope these three things are gonna be something that you look into if you've never traded before. I do always advise people, wherever I learned from, thank God for I Am Academy, because I didn't know anything to do with trading. I keep saying that I was the most novice of novices when it comes to trading, but I partnered with some people who really broke it down for me like I was sorry to say, like an idiot. They taught me, and right now I'm in my almost I'm in my second year of trading, and I'm so grateful for them. Okay, so if you have any questions about forex entries, please drop them in the comment below. If you have any sentiments to share, just share them down below. If you have anything to say, anything good, anything bad, let me know in the comment section how I can help you, how I can bring more light to what you're confused about. And if you have any other things you'd like me to talk about in terms of trading, drop it in the comment section. I'd love to interact with you. That's my favorite thing. So let's talk there. Thank you for being here. Love and light. See you on the next video. Bye bye.